Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's been a while since I posted anything. Just been busy. Freight's definitely picked up, and rates are real good so far. I'm putting in the work, so that's what we got to do, right? So this video is going to be more about the load board, the all-in revenue load board. This is mainly for the guys that's coming out, that's been here maybe a week or so, and haven't really picked up on the load board. It is tricky. It's you have to pay attention to it, and that's the first thing I want to say about the load board. When you're watching the load board and picking loads, you want to make sure that you're looking at the dates and times carefully. If you're not careful, you'll book something, you'll end up sitting 6-8 hours and didn't even realize, that's lost revenue. Take from me. So I've done it a couple of times, so that's the reason I want to put that out there, to make sure when you're booking your loads, look at your times, look at your dates, and look at it very carefully before you assign it to yourself. Save yourself some time and money down the road for sure. Brings me to my next point. Don't be afraid to deadhead to get yourself to another lane or a better market from where you're at. Don't be scared to do that. That's something I've had to learn. I ain't crazy about deadheading far, but I found that running the lanes I run, sometimes you're gonna have to deadhead, I'm gonna say 50, 75 miles even. I try to keep it under 100 miles if possible. So that's something I had to learn here in the last few weeks, that if you're not scared to deadhead, drive 50, 75 miles to get to a better load that's coming out. Yeah, it might not pay a whole lot to get there or close to it, but the coming out of another lane, you probably would match something up on your loads with something that pays pretty decent. So don't be afraid to deadhead at all, just especially if it's going to put you in a better market. So just have to pay attention to that. Do your math on it. I try to keep my cents per mile up. I'm not running cheap freight. I don't think anybody should. Know your worth. Hold out for that better load. I know you can't on all in. You can't wait too long. If you get a string of loads together and you're thinking about it and want to do it, not sure, you're on the fence with it, you might want to think pretty quick, because there's a ton of people watching the board. They more than likely, you've got a lot of people looking at the same loads as you are. So if they get it first, then it's gone, unless there's several of them available, which sometimes happens pretty regular, that you'll have multiple loads coming out of the same place. So, but if you do want it, I would suggest go ahead and assign it to yourself and getting it. Another thing with the loads, if you end up with a live load or unload, if you look on your tablet, you'll see, well, not your tablet, on the app, it generally tells you how long the load time is or how the unload time is. Go ahead and add an hour to that, whatever it says. If it says it takes, let's just drop a hook, that's on you. But if you're live loading or unloading, go ahead and add an hour to it, and you'll save yourself some time there too. When you're looking to get your string of loads together, pay attention to that as well. If it says it takes an hour to unload, go ahead and put another hour on that, or vice versa to unload. It's helped me a lot by doing that. I'm not saying that's what you have to do. I'm just saying that's what I do. I'll add an hour to it. Seems to work out pretty well. I'm sorry, I got my stuff here in front of me, so I don't forget what I want to talk about. The on your board, and Schneider guys, you'll know what I'm talking about. The nat and now, make sure you're updating that. It's easy not to do it because the way our tablets are set up, we just hit a button and go on to the next one or whatever. But if you don't update that and you're looking for loads, it affects those loads. So keep in mind that it will affect it. If the nat's showing you ain't got time for certain loads, it won't even show you the load. So keep that in mind. Keep your nat and now updated as close as possible. If you know you're gonna be in an area, especially on a drop hook, it's a 24-hour dropping hook, and you're gonna be there at a certain time. You are, or you get there. Update the nat now before you search your loads coming out, or make sure that you're doing that. Last week or two, I got used to just hitting the button on the tablet because it tells me it's now or whatever, and I didn't pay any attention, and I didn't realize how important it really is. So if you have any questions, comments, send them to me. I'll answer the best I can. I guess it's been around a month now. Doing very well. I'm hitting my goals, what I wanted to do. My next string of loads, I'm showing an average of $2.04 a mile, which is really good, I think. And the miles is low, the revenue's high. That's my goal anyway, to make the most I can every mile for the truck. Again, make it worth your while. When you're doing your loads, you're stringing your loads together, do multiple sets of them. I'm sure I know there's videos of the guys that's been here forever stating that fact. There's a lot of importance in that. You might find a way to put two strings together to make one that made more sense than what you was working on to start with. So, and I've learned that, and I appreciate the info that they put out. I believe Big Rig CEO is one of them that puts out good content about the load board, and there's a few others. Asperger, or whatever the number is, I can't remember. If you put Asperger in it, he'll come up. I think he's been out about 4 years now. Big Rig CEO, I think he was at it for 7, 8 years. I'm not sure if he's still with Schneider or not. But there's several of them. Schneider Lord, another one. He puts out some good content about the Schneider Load Board. And, guys, if you would, give me a subscribe, hit the like button, hit the bell. I'm gonna try to post a video every week. That's what I try to do. I got busy last week. Finally got some home time, so I decided to go ahead and make this one. And I'll keep updating as I learn it, what I've found out, what you need to pay attention to, and as I learn it, I'll make mistakes. Everybody does. It's a learning curve, but stick with it. It's starting to get easier for me. Some things I didn't know about it, I learned today, as a matter of fact, and I'll do another video later about the load board itself. Some tips and tricks that I finally learned, and some of them I learned today, as a matter of fact. So thank you, Archie the Great. I want to put it out there. He's the one that showed me. Great guy. I went to orientation with him. He's out of North Carolina. Spoke with him today, and he showed me a tip and a trick that he learned, and it's awesome. It saves a lot of time. So the next video I do, I'll put that out there, and that way I can understand it more. I don't want to tell you something that's not true. So that's the whole point of the channel. It's the truth about trucking as far as I know it. So we'll learn together. I'll make mistakes and let you know what the mistakes are, and that way you don't make them, or maybe you will. If you know any tips and tricks on the load board, let me know. Again, I'm still learning. I'm still new to it. A month, and it's still new. But so far so good. No complaints. As far as the truck goes, truck's running really well. I think it's got 85,766 miles on it now. So I put almost 6,000 miles on it since I got it. So been running. Not running too hard, but running steady, I'd say. But again, guys, like, subscribe, leave me comments. I'll answer them. I'll answer every one of them. If you don't want to leave a comment, you can reach me, truthaboutTrucking2021@gmail.com. You can send me an email. I'll answer all your questions the best I can, and I guess we'll just keep learning together. I'm gonna go ahead and cut this video short, but thank you for watching. Again, like, subscribe, hit the bell. I'm going to put a video out every week of what I learned that week, and hope it helps you guys coming out of orientation for your owner operators. Hope it helps you guys. If it helped you, share it with your buddy, share it with your friend. You know, at least show them what I'm trying to do. Again, any comments, I'll answer as quick as I can. With that, I hope you have a good rest of your weekend. I hope you had a good weekend, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Thank you.